from Network Studios. Welcome back to another stream inside of Grovewood. We're back again today to do some more building, and yeah, we're back to get back at it again, which will be, obviously what we need to do here. Now, I'm just kind of thinking here about this petrol station, what we've been doing. Now, personally, I don't know if this here looks too high, if you get me. Like, when you stand here, look how high up that roof is. Like, I'm thinking, personally, the roof itself should be down here. Go on, stupid fly. Personally, but I'm not really sure, so I'm gonna leave it for now, because we've got a roof in there and up. But bearing in mind, in the future, this whole like shell bit of the garage, I might just move it down by a couple of blocks, just to, try and make it a little bit more higher, maybe somewhere around, just a block or so higher than this, because I do feel it just looks a little, a little bit higher than what it should do. So what I'm gonna do from here is I'm gonna take this out. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I'm going to have a big entrance way in here, where all the wagons and things are going to park, where all the wagons and trucks and stuff like that can like pull up to like sleep over for the night.
To success.
So I think that personally here, they can then pull in, and then we'll have some like big ass car parking spaces for like the wagons and trailers and things to park on, just somewhere where they can potentially get a night's sleep and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, I'm sorry I didn't live stream or anything yesterday. I was actually out all night, and by the time I got back, a new game, what I ordered for my PlayStation 2 on eBay, had come in the post, and I wanted to try it out, make sure that it was going alright, and I'll admit I got a little bit more carried away on it than I expected to do. I mean, I bought it obviously to play it, but I got a little bit more into it than I was planning to get into it. I was just going to try it out, and then I was going to come and do a stream for you guys, and then by the time I'd had a little play on that, bearing in mind I'd already come home quite late, it was already going up for like 9 at night, it was time for me to go into what's called whisper mode for me, where basically family members in the house go to sleep, and basically I can stay online for a bit longer, but I can't talk like I'm talking now, because our rooms are like quite close, and the sound like travels. Like, this is a, they're quite old house and walls, so there's like not much like sound like blockage, if that makes sense. Like, sound can come out of these walls really easily, and like when everything's like dead quiet, like there's no TV downstairs, all the lights are out, and like everyone else is quiet, it can be really easy to hear like one person just speaking. So I go into what's called a whisper mode, where basically I whisper like quite quiet for a bit, and then in that case, if I have like more building stuff to do, or if I have to finish off doing something, it gives me the chance to finish off doing it just for an hour or so, and then I come off PlayStation to watch Mars Bar Vlog every night at 11:30 without fail. I try and go off to watch Mars Bar Vlog, and that's just the thing I do. I get settled into bed, watch Mars Bar Vlog, and then I check Facebook, maybe watch the one and only gaming, just quickly to see what he's doing, check Facebook, and then I have lights out, and I'm usually lights out by 12 just after, and that does me for the day really. That's a decent time for me to leave it. But I have a lot of videos myself to do in the day, like streaming. Sometimes it's a park drive day, so like that's really the only time I get chance to watch like my YouTubers. And even then, there's like so much more YouTubers who I don't watch, if that makes sense. Like, there's a ton more I could watch, like Dan Lags and Z1 and Only, a lot more than I do. I could watch, like, Memeless, Will and E, and I have to, like, pick out of a selection of two for the time I've got to watch them, like, them two people. And then, like, sometimes if Z1 and Only Gaming's not uploaded something that's interest of me, like a series which I'm not that bothered about, and then I don't watch him, and then I maybe watch Dan Lags instead. But like, there's some good YouTubers out there, and I don't always get chance to watch them. Like people around the house don't understand what video making means or what it is. They think it's just a bit of fun. They think it doesn't matter, but it kind of shows like how important and busy you can get with obviously making YouTube videos. Now I obviously don't, I do YouTube. I class YouTube as something I have to do, but at the same time I still class it as a bit of fun at the same time. Like for example, now I've made this channel, now I put like all the videos on that I've put on, like all the videos in the time that I've been doing this YouTube channel that I put on. I do feel dedicated to kind of having to do it, because I feel like if I didn't make the YouTube videos what I make, or if I just stopped uploading without any reason, or just decided to upload whenever I feel like it, I feel like, in all honesty, I'd be letting you guys down. I class YouTube like TV. Like people always say to me, like, you don't always need to do these videos and stuff like that. But if you think of ITV, they aren't gonna think, oh, we're not gonna host any programs today because we've been doing it too much lately. Like YouTube is kind of like watching TV, but instead of watching TV shows, you're obviously watching like gaming videos instead. You're still there and watching something. And when a channel's been made and dedicated to uploading, say every day, depending what the type of channel is, then obviously they're expecting to watch it. Say for example something like Park Drive, a show on Emmerdale comes out at 7 o'clock every night, and obviously they expect to see that, unless obviously there's been a change for football or something. But obviously if they just one day stopped uploading, or someone said to them, look, you can't host the Emmerdale show today, you've been doing it too much lately, and you've got to stop playing silly buggers, it's time you took a break. And obviously, like, I class YouTube the same. I've made the channel, I put videos on there, and I find it my duty, and I find it important, whether it's good or bad videos, to put content on this channel, because I've made it and I've signed up to YouTube. So I've signed up and joined myself, provoked myself to having to do this. Like, if I didn't want to make these videos, then I obviously wouldn't have made the channel in the first place. And obviously, I'm the type of person who likes to let you guys know everything. If I can't upload for whatever reason, I like to tell you guys. If something's coming up, I like to tell you guys. I don't just like to just do things willy-nilly and make you guys guess. just stop, and then people think, oh, I guess he's not uploading anymore, and then, a couple of days later again he puts a video out, but then he doesn't explain, why he hasn't had a video out, kind of thing. So, I always class YouTube as like an important part of my life, and, no matter what happens in the day, if I get a bit busy, obviously like yesterday, I just couldn't do YouTube, but I still uploaded a couple of videos. As you saw, I uploaded 2 Angie Brown live videos. So it's not like I stopped doing it. It's not like I stopped YouTube for a day. I still put something out on the channel. And obviously you guys know that something goes out on this channel every day, unless of course if I'm taking a holiday, like I told you guys when I had the Blackpool holiday, that I wasn't going to be uploading over the weekend, just for a couple of days. But I told you guys about it. I didn't just go and not upload. I let you guys know why you weren't going to see anything for me. I didn't just do it and leave you all clueless as to why I've not been uploading, Friday, Saturday, until Sunday. And then I'm sure it was the same last year on the channel when I, did other like holidays or other things where it meant that I wasn't going to be able to get videos out for them certain few days or week or whatever. I would have let you guys know the same, and that's, that's just the way it goes. That's the way that I do things. But guys, clubbing year. We need to talk about clubbing year. So as you guys know, clubbing year is now kind of supposedly meant to be taking a little bit of a break. In other words, I'm not due to technically be going anywhere to any like clubbing events, just for a couple of weeks, just for sort of 2 to 3 weeks. Nothing supposedly meant to be happening, because clubbing year has been really manic at the moment. We've been like doing something practically every weekend and vlogging it, all of this mental crazy stuff. But there might be something this weekend. Now, I'm not completely certain yet, and I'm not even sure if it's something that I'm going to be vlogging as such, but it's my auntie's birthday, and the one thing she's wanted to do is, go out with me round Hull. Now, I've been like old enough to go out, but due to various reasons, in the past, when it's been like the past birthdays, for example, like this time last year when it was round her birthday, I didn't really know much about going out. I didn't really get much into the clubbing scene till about July time, and plus for other reasons I didn't really get round into Hull. But now it's coming round to her birthday again. I think she wants me to go to go for a little night out somewhere, just to celebrate a birthday, as like that sort of thing. But I don't know exactly what it would be, where we would be going, if that makes sense. Like I presume it's going to be some place, some club with music somewhere, but as to what it is, I'm not really sure. And as if it's definite or not, I'm not 100% sure. I know it was sort of in the talk last weekend, but I'm still sort of not being completely told whether it's true or it's going ahead yet. So what this means for clubbing year is it's kind of going to be like a mystery weekend, where something could happen, something might not happen, meaning that we could go on like a night, and we could go on like a night out, like a weekend out thing, and there might not be really anything super big happening what's worth recording. Or we could go somewhere and they could be having some decent night going on, and I might feel like vlogging it if that's true and that's the case. Or we might not be going anywhere at all. There might not be, that she might have had another plan instead, or something else might have cropped up for the weekend, which if something does crop up for the weekend, then I'm obviously not going to be exactly sorry because, like I say, clubbing year has been pretty manic recently. And if we want to go to this Rob Tissera and friends on the May bank holiday, which is, a hoping plan, it might not exactly be, like a definite thing. And if not, it'll be a bit disappointing because it'll be a good night. Something that that you don't want to miss. But you got to think as things is there's always going to be something coming up. If there isn't, if I don't go to that one, there'll probably be something even better within the next weekend or the couple of week or the weekend after kind of thing, if that makes sense. That there's always something happening, and same with the DJs what are going to this one. If I don't see them at this one, because I've got them followed on social media and stuff like that, it's quite obvious that they are going to be probably going to another place in another couple of weeks. So it's not like I'd love to attend this one because of not just one person going, but the amount of people who are going, who are joined together, if that makes sense. Like, because Rob Tissera's going, you see, to this one. It's Rob Tissera and friends, and he's got like Paul Taylor and that with him in the doing the retro room. And in a couple of weeks, Rob Tissera might be somewhere else, but he might not have, he probably won't have Paul Taylor with him, which will be like, like this would be something quite good to see and do. So the answer is I'm not sure if clubbing year is going to be taking this little break, for or whether like a little something is going to be happening. If a little something does happen, I will tell you now, it won't be like a really big manic get your ticket kind of expensive thing. It'll just be like going somewhere to like probably like a like a 90s night. Maybe even going back to the same place as last weekend where they do like a free entry until a certain time and then just have a few drinks for my auntie's birthday. But then if there's any decent music, then obviously I'll record it for like a little vlog thing. So whatever happens, if I end up going through, I'll take my camera just in case, so we know that obviously it's alright. And then obviously as far as the channel goes, we'll be all good, we'll be all good and sweet. But it's just one of them things. But you've got to think with this like clubbing year thing, what I'm doing for you. It's kind of like it's a spending series, if that makes sense. And what you've kind of got to think is that some of these places where I go to vlog for you, I have to buy a ticket for, maybe even stay in a hotel sometimes. And it can kind of be like, if you've just been somewhere recently, it can kind of do you in to the point that you can't do it so much as to do it kind of every weekend. You've got to kind of have some break and limits to do other things as well, like days out in the daytime and weekends in to save your longer up. And but clubbing year is obviously my favourite thing on the channel to do. And obviously it's not going to stop. It's just sometimes with this series there can be a few weekends where nothing happens. It's just that there's a lot been happening lately, like for me, in real, not just with clubbing year, but with other stuff as well. Like I had a holiday weekend like a couple of weekends ago, and then obviously we had Remix, which I obviously had to buy a ticket for, which was obviously a tenner. Then obviously I had 50 quid or so in my wallet, and then it left me with like 15 quid to 20 quid, in the wallet for after. And then obviously the following weekend, which was obviously just the last weekend, we went to Angie Brown, which, even though it was free entry, again, your train fare. Some food at McDonald's the next day, your drinks again, and you've got to think, like, even if, like, these little dues aren't bad, like, oh, that's not bad, a fiver to get in, oh, that's not bad, a tenner to get in, you've got to think, like, it can soon make you, you know, it can soon it can soon add up, and you can soon end up spending a lot. You may think, like, a couple of days before, like, oh, I'll go to that's definitely not a bad, that's not a bad entry fee, and oh, that's good to go and see all them. And then then you realise that it can be it can end up, when you've just done, like, some other things, maybe the weekend before or something, you can really start to realise how sort of, how much, you can kind of be spending, but it's definitely worth it. It's not wasting it, in my opinion. It's just that there is other things I do want as well besides these dues. The phone screen's gone in my phone. I want, like, to get that out, I want a bit more of a decent phone, so, like, I can start live streaming when I'm at, like, clubbing dues, and I can, like, go live to Facebook, that type of thing, quicker phone to take more pictures when I'm out and about, because obviously my phone's just becoming my phone's just well, the thing about my phone is, it's not so much that the phone's broken, but it's the fact that it's an old phone. Like the way things are now with phones, no, I'm not just talking about, like, newer phones. I'm talking, like, the platforms what they run on, like the newer iOS's. Like, half of the apps now, what you try to download an iPhone for, you can't install them because they're for newer iPhones. And like, for example, like, like, all the newer iPhones have, like, the newer iOS's and stuff like that. So obviously, like, obviously it takes, like, so much longer for things to load because it's, like, an older software. And like I say, you can't do as much because, like, the apps are, like, more now built for the newer iPhones, which kind of run on the same, like, software what my iPad runs. Like iOS 10 or something like that, where I think, like, this is something like iOS 7 still. And like I say, you can't really do anything. And even just, like, clicking the home screen on my phone now, it takes it like, it doesn't do it straight away, whereas my iPad, you just tap the button, like, you just tap it once and you're straight back at the home screen instantly. And it's not because the phone's broken, it's because the phone's old and the software's old, and obviously now they don't update the software on the iPhone 4s, and they don't fix the bug patches from where it's running slow to make it run quicker, because they don't really bother with these types of phones anymore. They're all more interested in updating the new ones and making even newer phones. That these are kind of just second-hand phones now, and they're fading out. And that's obviously why I need a newer phone, because, like, it, sort of every month this phone's just becoming even older, and like, what is it?
Ready?
Oh yeah, I know that. So I don't know. So that's why I need a new phone. And stuff stuff like that. But but like I say, there could be something like a mystery, little do or something, maybe this weekend. But you know, as you know, I'll be making like an actual proper video about it. I won't just say in the live stream. I'll be making a video. I don't know what to call it yet. It might be like Mystery Weekend or something like that, or Aunt's, or my auntie's mystery birthday weekend. Because I kind of can't confirm to you that I'm going to a specific place for a specific type of music, or if I'm even going anywhere. So if it's mystery, then you guys don't expect it. If it doesn't happen, then you don't get disappointed. And if it does happen, then obviously, you guys knew that it might happen anyway. Which, I think, is obviously the best way to be. So, yeah. That's pretty much what's happening. And also, guys, if you go onto the front page of my YouTube channel, like if you're on a PC and you get like is it like home? I think you can get it on a normal like iPad, or like newer iPhone. If you go onto like somebody's channel, like for example like mine, I think it's, you get home and you see like the channel trailer and all of that. If you go down now, there's now a playlist called Clubbing Year 2017, and everything we've done so far on the channel, right back from Too Funky in February, we've got the whole playlist of like different things. The whole, it goes right down to basically the last thing, which was from Angie Brown last night, what I put on, and it's a whole playlist dedicated to Clubbing Year. Everything that I've done is on here. So Clubbing Year. So yeah. And it's a big playlist with about 53 videos on there. You can't really miss it. And you can go ahead and check everything from from Clubbing Year. There's also a top 5 playlist, but that's not on the front yet. The reason why it's not on the front is because there isn't enough top 5s yet. It's there's only like 2 top 5s, I think. So when I get more top 5s uploaded on there, like 3, 4, 5, I'm gonna go ahead and add the playlist to the front then. And then that way you just see a bit more of what we've done on the channel and what we're doing on the channel. Tidy it up a bit. What I want to do at some point is I want to remake the Park Drive Drama playlist, because I realised that has missed some episodes out in the playlist. So like obviously all I've got to do is delete the playlist and then add every single Park Drive episode into the playlist. So what I'm that'll be like everything, everything Park Drive. And then what I'm gonna do is probably make another playlist called like interviews and random and random videos. So like when we've done like Park Drive interviews, that can then all go into that playlist, and then the Park Drive Drama playlist itself is just for like episode 1. And then of course that can go ahead and be done like that kind of thing. But there we have it anyway, guys. That's the truck stop put in. We just need to do the parking places now. We could do to have a little back bit here just for the truck to deliver to the shop. And then what we've got to really do after that is bring this road back to the highway. Like that's literally all I can think of that we actually need to do. And then we've got to start working on the other side of the highway, which, is obviously going to be proven to be a lot more harder than you think. But, have my top day. Sunday. Have my top days. Fair enough. Well, my favourite day, I must say, is Friday. Because it's the start of the weekend, isn't it? It's technically the start of the party weekend. If you're a big party animal, or it's the start of where you can kind of just relax as well. Play a bit of music, have a few beers, chill, go to a clubbing event, and you've just got the weekend to chill. You don't have to worry about all the stress in the week. Probably my worst day is Sunday, because not because it's the last day of the weekend, but if you are doing something over the weekend, if you're having a pretty busy weekend, you get to Sunday night and it's all over. As much as I'm as much as I'm up for this what you call it, as much as I'm looking forward to this or need this little break in clubbing year, I'm kind of disappointed at the same time. And the reason why I'm disappointed at the same time is because I've enjoyed doing stuff over the weekends. It's given me something to motivate me in the week, look forward to at the weekend, and then it's given me something to enjoy myself about over the weekend, if that makes sense. And whereas now there's nothing coming up for a while, it's kind of well, what do we have planned? Boring. Because I've got so just over these past weekends, I've got so used to doing things and getting excited, thinking, oh yeah, this is happening this weekend, and then I'm going there, and then next weekend I'm doing that, and then the weekend after I'm doing that, and now it's just what am I doing? Nothing. Just chilling. It feels like what's been so good is now all over, and it's that's it for a while, which is a bit of a shame. Well, it's only really a couple of weekends really, and if I do end up celebrating my auntie's birthday this weekend, then that's something good to look forward to. And then that only really leaves next weekend, I think. And then I think the weekend after is actually meant to be that Rob to Sarah night. I'm pretty certain it's something like the 28th, which is a Sunday. So I would Monday would be a bank holiday anyway, so. And it's quite well known on a bank holiday to go raving and partying on a Sunday, so it doesn't really bother me. I'm quite,
Take me to the clouds above.
Why not?
Ah, tune.
Ooh, special D. See, that takes me back right there, guys, to a couple of weeks ago.
Tonight the DJ makes us move under the sweat, starts from the roof.
2, 1, 2. Oh yeah, I get this. We gotta make another curve now. Now we've got to work out this side, which we've got 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so this one is a little bit more. Alright, so we've got like, I think we've got like 1, 2. Let me have a look at this. Oh yeah, then we've got like 3 single ones, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 3 single ones and then 4 twos going the other way. That's pretty simple enough. Let's do this. What's this? 1, 2, 3. Yep. And then that should be our long one. So with a bit of luck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, I'm back. Actually, just a sec, guys.
What he's looking for, more and more.
Okay, I'm back. Let's fill this in.
Can't get you out of my mind, I can't lie. I'm ready for the day to make you mine.
Take it.
Blonde skin and sing 'em and dance. Whoa, 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 whoa.
To Blackpool.
Bloody hell.
So yeah, guys, yeah, that was just a discussion why I went then about this, this whole clubbing thing. There's a bit more to it than you guys, that I can't relate to you guys as such. But basically what happened is, when we were getting some stuff for the music studio. When we were getting the guttering, we wanted to get some more guttering to go up at the back. We'd done it at the front, and we needed it like to come down like a spout, like actually come down to catch in a bucket, and to do it a bit more better. And it came to a little bit more than I imagined. Came to a bit more than I imagined it was going to be at the time. And I got it lent to me. So I could obviously get the stuff, and then there was some other stuff like after what got lent, and in other words, it was lent, so I have to give it back, kind of thing. But because we've been doing quite a bit with Angie Brown and with Angie Brown and
the best. I must confess.
Obviously, Special D and all of that. They've been letting me off just while I've been doing them, because I've already had them booked and arranged before. But now it's getting to the point where obviously I need to start giving it back, which I reckon I can soon do it in a couple of weeks anyway. If I'm really that honest with you, if I just take a go slow of 2 weekends of doing nothing, and don't do much apart from just chill out local things, I should be able to get it done. And what it means for the clubbing series is it means that then we're able to do more stuff again, if that makes sense. Because then once it's done, I don't have to worry about owing it. And that's kind of what the thing's been like. I think they're starting to, panic that I'm not going to, obviously, return it. But, obviously I am planning to. It's just, obviously, with an auntie's birthday, you can't obviously really turn down the opportunity, but I was still going to give some anyway.
Hey, Ash.
Yeah.
What's the date today?
It is the 11th of May.
That's right.
Why?
I'm just looking how long I've got till I play at Southend.
What, you actually play there?
Yeah, actually on Southend's ground.
Oh wow, sick. So yeah,
I'll try and get videos, man.
Yeah, so don't worry, guys. Clubbing year is obviously going nowhere, but it's just while I get through this patch of, because they're obviously thinking that they're not gonna get it back when, Ah, you got a new game. But, don't worry. You know, it's nothing. You know, tomorrow I can give some back. Hopefully, the good thing is I should get a bit more Wonga this week. Hopefully, you know, not massive amounts more, but you know, a little bit more of a satisfying amount. So hopefully, I will be able to give a bit more and still have a little bit left, if that makes sense. But we'll just have to see exactly what goes down. But you know, if I have to miss the B day, then I have to miss the B day because obviously, you know, I do need to get this, like, you know, I'm not the type of person who likes to just, you know, if I like need to pay something back, I'm not the type of person what likes to give, you know, give a little bit each week. Like if I have it there or most of it there, I like to just give most of it, and you know, like I think to myself, well, you know, it's my own fault, I owed it. If you know, if I don't have that much left to do something else, then I just, you know, I won't have to do it, you know. At the end of the day, I borrowed it, so I owe it. So if I can give like most of it, I think I can't remember exactly how much.
You can jump in the deep
So
end.
I think it was, you know, something around the 120 mark or something like that. What I owe, and hopefully I can just do most of it in a big bunch this weekend, and then, or maybe, you know,
Baby. You know this tune, Ash.
yeah, I know that, I want to feel, then, you know, hopefully we can get it done and we can get back to the, obviously get back to the clubbing year again, you know, when something more decent comes up, like obviously that one at Leeds. But you know, I can miss, the way I see it is I can miss one weekend of, like, you know, a family member's birthday, and then, or I can like attend and miss a, you know, and screw up like a year's series.
My fries ain't gone for dinner yet.
Yeah, I'll be going soon.
It's literally dead on 5.
Yeah,
I might stream after you when you go.
Oh yeah. So, you know,
And I'll probably go offline about 5:45.
for football, yeah.
Long.
So yeah, guys, like, you know, stuff to sort out, but hopefully we can obviously get these we can get this sorted. Like I say, it's not even nothing that bad, nothing worth losing any sleep over. Just, you know. Oh, that is a tune.
What is?
What you playing now?
What is? Oh, this.
Yeah, CRW, I Feel Love, RAF Zone remix.
This is a tune, mate.
You see, guys, in the stream, when it's music like this, like say for example, like if somebody put on like a Clubland CD or like a classic dance CD, I guarantee you I could probably name most of the tracks, even some of them with the artists. But then if somebody put, like, you know, like back to the 80s, or, you know, like say, like, you know, now 60 something, or what the latest now
this
is.
one straight away as well.
Yeah, Reach Up, Papas. You know, like and 90s as well. I know, like, a lot of 90s. But, you know, like I say, if you put like a Clubland CD on, or like a you know, like Dance Nation, or like Ministry of Sound, the annual. See, this is Angle City, Love Me Right, and like, you know, I know like most of these songs. See, that was the artist and the track, Love Me Right, the artist Angle City, and the same artist also said did Do You Know, mixed with Robert Miles' Children. I did think about playing music before, guys, because basically what's going down at the moment is there's actually bike racing on at the moment over in Ireland, and you know our family's big on bikes, and the only way to watch it is to watch it by, you know, like like live streams on Facebook and, you know, like links through Facebook. But of course, like my grandparents don't really know much about the internet, and they don't have their own laptops or iPads. So if ever they want to tune into the racing, it means I have to lend them the iPad. And when I say lend them the iPad, I don't just give them it. I have to actually like set it all up and press play to it for them, and you know, like as soon as it finishes, I have to like, you know, you know, come and unpause it, and if it's too loud, I have to go down to, you know, even just to turn it down, and you know what I mean. So really what I was gonna do was play some music and, you know, like go on it a bit, because I'm not gonna probably have it again for a while. You know, this is Armand Van Helen, New York City Beats. And this is Beat Freaks, Somebody's Watching Me.
Wanna feel like
Somebody's watching me. That's an old tune.
Yeah.
What's next? Oh, it's an advert.
You won't know that song either. You know this song. Oh, another advert.
Just watch.
Let's play this. Play that now. Oh wow.
Is it not playing?
Adverts. Ready?
Yeah. There you spin me round and round. You put a spell on me.
So you know that, didn't you?
I know it, but to be honest, I can't remember what it's called.
Real McCoy.
Ah, she's the same one what does Another Night, and this is that
Yeah.
Dancing Carudo.
That's tune. Yeah.
Baba na Frida.
Ana sola, the wepa, it's oi.
Lol. Yeah, I know. I do know that song as well. I think this song was on GTA episodes from Liberty City. You know, when you play as that Louise.
Yeah.
On the Ballad of Gay Tony. Like when you spawn in your apartment, like at the beginning when you first like put the game in. I'm pretty sure that's like on in the background, that like do 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 do.
Read out.
Lol. But yeah, you know how it goes. Oh yeah, this is PPK. Resurrection.
Beep 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 beep.
Really? It was a good game. The music on the radio stations were better than GTA 5. And I think some of the vehicles were better as well.
Wait, this tune. How funny.
Yeah, you see stuff like this, I don't really know.
It's like a party song like they'd play it if you went Butlins or Pontins or to a caravan site.
Yeah, or a person's birthday party.
Yeah.
Like,
looking for some hot stuff, baby, tonight.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Look, ready? Sitting in here in my heart now, Ashley, waiting for tomorrow to come.
You know what, guys? I could picture Steve in one of them like Butlin places, like after he's had a few, and then getting on the karaoke.
I'm not some hot stuff, baby, to see, yeah. Gotta have some hot stuff. Gotta got some vibe.
I played a GTA game. Oh yeah. Oh, wow, that wasn't a bad game. I mean, the graphics now, obviously. Hi, Electronic Monkey. Looking chunky. Feeling funky. Yeah.
You know this one?
Yeah, that's Live Enjoy, Don't Stop Moving.
I can do anything.
It's a difficult world when you got to prove that you're mine, and yet don't do it. Prove it to yourself to help you. I know I will fulfill my dreams. Don't stop moving, keep it up, keep on moving, get it right. Yeah, you've got to get it right. It's karaoke time.
This is another song you get at Butlins or Pontins. Look.
I think I've heard this.
It makes you happy. Yeah, it's you sexy and it makes you fat. Ready? On, don't stress. Mama, she says roly poly. Papa, he says holy moly. Everybody wants chocolate.
It sounds like something you'd get on like a cereal advert as well.
Choco. Everybody say chocolate. Choco.
Ha! Non-stop pop
song?
West Coast classics. Yeah, Express Too Lazy.
And this is a fat tune. One night in heaven. One night in heaven. When you touch me. No, there isn't really, Stampy, to be fair. Sometimes I get to thinking while you are far away. Guess how much you miss you and I find it takes away.
Anyway guys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the live stream here as I can I don't think my tea's ready, but I can smell it getting closer to ready. As in it won't be long. So to save getting shouted on in the live stream, I know it's close to being ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here. We've got the truck parking. The road now curves down here. So now we've just got to make it come up here and then come back to the highway. And yeah, PD tonight. Yep, it is. I doubt we'll be seeing anything from Stampy. Just before I do go, have you been watching Park Drive, Stampy? Because we have said something, because we've said something for your character, but I kind of just thought about something today, like Like, after what I said, I kind of thought, what's going to happen to Billy? If you get me.
Take me on a journey that leads straight to
well, I kind of said that you got into a fight with somebody, but then later on that day, that person was found dead. You've been arrested and refused to talk to nobody. But what I'm thinking now is what's happened to Billy? Like, somebody would be looking after Billy. And obviously, like, I filmed like some scenes with Sarah coming out of hospital, so she wouldn't be looking after him. She wasn't allowed to see him, you said. And now I'm thinking, you know. But that's what's happened. So we need to think of something for Billy. I suppose that's the thing though, innit? Like, Stampy, like, when you're in a show, I don't think you do tend to watch the show. Like, you know when you like watch real shows like Emmerdale and you watch interviews with the cast and they say like, you know, this is a big episode for you tonight, will you be watching it back? And they're always like, no, I won't, you know, because I'll kind of have enough seeing it with filming it. So I guess that would be the same with PD. Like, maybe PD actors don't watch PD because they kind of, you know, see enough with making it, maybe. Don't care what you do with Billy. Well, we need to do something, like, someone's got to be looking after him. And Noreen, Paul, Derek haven't been doing it lately.
Hola. Hola, man.
That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I'll leave that thought to you. Like, subscribe and comment. We'll see you in the next stream.